All right, shalom, shalom. Giving all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that teach us the truth through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. In the name of the Holy Spirit, the Rakak Wadash. Peace, love, and blessings to the elect scattered abroad around the four corners of the earth, mainly upon Babylon the Great, which is America, soon to be destroyed in the way of World War III and the up-and-coming nuclear destruction. All right, shalom. And the title of this walking talk lesson is "The Truth is Out in the World." Esau knows the truth, reincarnation, UAP/UFO, and various topics. Because the times that we are entering into is people would like to say a moment of truth. All right. And that's what it all boils down to, because through the spirit, I was watching Elder ICR from GMS Charlotte did a lesson going into how the Pentagon got an article about reincarnation being real. All right. And consciousness never dies. And consciousness basically goes back into to your spirit. All right, roughly paraphrasing. But yeah, the truth is out here in the world. Only the elect will obtain it, and the rest will remain blinded until the death and destruction of Babylon the Great. All right, there shall be no cloak for the sins of Israel, because if they knew better, they would do better. But the Lord has chosen them not to see the light. And the Lord is only dealing with the elect members. All right, so let me get my first precept, 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, and I'm going to go straight to the point. I go to 27. For evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. All right, deceit going into lies. All right, fraudulent. Okay. Verse 28, as for faith, it shall flourish, corruption shall be overcome, and the truth, which have been so long without fruit, shall be declared. All right, and pursuing to Daniel, the 12th chapter, which Lord will, I'm going to get that. All right, that it's a time, you know, at the time of the end, all right, the Lord is going to increase knowledge. He's going to bring back forth the prophets to preach in the last days, which we are in now. All right. And it's all through the spirit and power of the Heavenly Father through his only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls God in Jesus Christ. All right. Which true name is Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. All right. But this truth is turning the world upside down. All right. And this gospel has been preached around the four corners of the earth. First, let me get Romans 10. And verse 18. But I say, have they heard not? Yes, verily, their sound went into all the earth, and their words are to the ends of the world. And that prophecy is taking place now via through the internet. That's how the foundation or the establishment of Great Millstone coming out of One West has made forth, put the gospel into the light. All right. All through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, because it was prophesied, man. The Heavenly Father prophesied and ordained these things to come to pass because it is prophecies. It has been written before the creation of time itself. And only the elect can understand and receive that, man. And receive it with all joy and gladness through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. But we are witnessing this gospel being preached unto all nations. All right. And the reason why it's being preached to all nations, so the elect of Israel coming out of those nations, whether they have been scattered, can come into the light and receive, you know, the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, roughly paraphrasing. Let me get Matthew 24. And I want to get these precepts out the way, because these precepts are key All right, because these precepts and these scriptures and prophecies happened way before it is playing out in today's time. All right. Just like the time of World War III. And that's the end. Because that's when Lord Yahweh Shai is going to make his second return and annihilate all of the heathens. All right, pursuant to Revelation 12:7. Michael and the Lamb and his angels, starting off with Michael, going back to Daniel 12:1. And Satan and his angels going into Esau, Edom, and his military. All right, and his blessings that he's going to overcome Lord Yahweh Shai, aka the Lamb. All right. Matthew 24:6, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. All right, and that's what we're paying attention to, prophecy, man. All these things that's going to come to pass, but the end is not yet. It says, verse 7, for nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. All the things that's going on upon the earth as of right now. Meanwhile, Babylon the Great is going through all types of turmoil, destruction, all right, economic woes, so on and so forth. This place is deteriorating from the inside out, pursuing the Isaiah the 14th chapter. And that's how Babylon the Great was going to be taken out of the way. First, the exposure, then the infrastructures, all right, and then in time and in due time, all right, economics, all right, and ultimately the whole system, all right, the whole system is going to fail, and the Lord is going to destroy this place by the way of nuclear destruction. The whole land is going to be empty, according to the scriptures. Jump all the way to verse 14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. All right, and we're witnessing that, Salakia, and we're witnessing that right now. All right, as we're preaching this word, the end draweth more and more nigh, man, more closer and closer at hand, until the day that Babylon the Great America be destroyed. All right, and this place will be destroyed just for the sake of the controversy of Zion, because of us being in captivity. All right, the wicked ruler ruling over us, just straight oppression coming from Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the Caucasian race. And the Lord in due time, he's going to repay back. All right, and that's according to the scriptures. And these scholars know this, man. That's why you have the Bible Hub, the Blue Letter, the Zondervan Bible Dictionary. They know Esau, Edom is the end of an age, or the end of a rulership. All right, the world, and Jacob, who the Lord's chosen people are going to be the next rulers and the only rulers in the kingdom of heaven with Lord Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach, who the world inly calls Jesus Christ. All right, you heathens would not have no, I can say, blessed, status in the kingdom of heaven serving the Israelites, because all your attention is going to be serving Yahweh Shai and his people. All right, and that's the end all be all, which is why the heathens rage and they imagine a vain thing. Shalakia. Gotta keep wiping my phone, starting to drizzle a little bit out here. But nonetheless, like I say, man, it's all type of information out there. You can do the research yourself if the spirit compels you. Okay. But I'm going to further along in my research, and you can watch the video, very edifying video, GMS, all precepts, secret Pentagon studies, show reincarnation is real. All right, it is biblical. All right. And also the UFOs, the UAPs, the chariots of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. That's why they have a so-called Space Force program going on. All right, that's why back in 1980, in the 1980s, Ronald Reagan, roughly paraphrasing, said a phrase about if we had a outside, basically alien invasion, where the world put all its differences aside and focus on that enemy, which are the angels, but ultimately Lord Yahweh Shai, because they know Lord Yahweh Shai is going to come back by the way of a so-called UFO, UAP. We know them as the chariots, the vehicles, all right, of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, but as of the world, they know them as UFOs, alien invasions, UAPs, flying saucers, whatever. And pursuing the second Ezra, the 13th chapter, is going to be likened unto a mountain, because you cannot measure the cubics thereof, man. All right. And that's also prophecy, the prophecy of the end. And we are at those end times. That's why Esau is maneuvering the way he's maneuvering and making all types of false accusations towards his brethren, the Israelites. All right. Going, into, anti-Sem. You got something new called Project Esther, which going to anti-Semitism. Certain things you can't say. All right. Hate speech. Going to soon turn into a hate crime. All right. Certain places of the world, in the country, if you caught with the Bible or reading the Bible or even quoting scriptures, you can receive prison time. So that persecution, or the vibration of persecution, is in the air. And soon to come, it will hit full throttle. All right. Then you should know who are my chosen, because us are the potential hopeful elect. We know and understand that a lot of us may have to be put to death for this word and truth, for the testimony of Lord Yahweh Shai. All right. We understand that the things that we've been teaching is worthy of us to be put to death. And at the end of the day, we know that Yahweh Shai control all things. So we put our faith in matters into the Heavenly Father's hand through his only begotten Son. Because all we're doing is preaching and teaching. That's how you know, through the Spirit. All right, even though we condemn this world, condemn the wickedness coming in the spirit of Yahweh Shai, that's how you know that people did not like Lord Yahweh Shai, because of the harshness. All right, the harsh reality that he was pushing. All right, basically truth. All right, because if you speak truth, everybody will hate you. That's just what it is. Whether you correct them on a personal matter, or rather on a spiritual matter. All right, dealing with these scriptures, dealing with, reproving yourself and serving Yahweh Shai. Okay, so we've been given that spirit of boldness to keep doing what we have to do through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And that's only through those names. Because without those names, we are nothing, man. All right. All these prophecies wouldn't come to pass. None of those things. But nonetheless, these devils is just being more and more revealing that the prophets been speaking the truth the entire time. All right. And let's go into Ecclesiastes 1:9. Matter of fact, let me get it over here. Get it in the NLT right quick. One NLT. Ecclesiastes 1:9. History merely repeats itself. It has been all done before. Nothing under the sun is truly new. Sometimes people say here is something new, but actually it is old. Nothing is ever truly new. All right, going into the spirit. All right, the spirit of every, man, all right, and beast is of old, man, because the Lord always recycles and reuses the spirits, man. All right, which goes into reincarnation, which means to come back, or to return, incarnation in the flesh, man, the return in the flesh in a bodily form. All right, it's the same spirit returning unto a new body. That's all it is. Verse 11, we don't remember what happened in the past and in the future generations. No one will remember what we are doing now. All right, but only Yahweh Shai remembers, man. The Lord made sure of that. All right, the way of remembrance. Because if we had that characteristic trait, we would somewhat be considered a god, man. Okay. And the Lord said, oh Lord, Salaki. The Lord said, in Psalms 82:6, ye are gods, but ye shall die like men, because we have been fallen into a moral state. All right. A state that we can die, but only the flesh. That's how you know that, pursuing the 1 Corinthians 14:32, the prophets subject to the prophets, that the prophets always come back in their lots, come back serving and preaching Yahweh Shai. All right, praying that I am of that hopeful, fearful elect, that prophet of the Lord. Okay, because at the end of the day, we're fighting for salvation and for a spot on the chariot, man. Ecclesiastes 1:9 in the KJV, the thing that have been, it is which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there's no new thing under the sun. Is there anything whereof it may be said, see, this is new? It had been already of old time, which was before us. Going into reincarnation, man. All right, the old times, man, the old paths. All right, that ancient spirit that keeps coming back, being the reincarnation. Okay. And these devils know these things because the Lord is putting that exposure on these devils, man. So like, hold on. Salakia had it down. Got to watch Jake out here. Got to be circumspect when you just walking. Anyway. All right. Let's get Psalms 64. And this ultimately is the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, letting these devil own tongue fall upon them. Because all before, like I said, the prophets been talked about it, man. All right, the prophets always talked about, the things that these devils are just now putting out to the public, dealing with UFOs, UAPs, and now dealing with reincarnation. And also, a World War III has begun. Iran launching rockets, all right, increasing the nuclear threat. So all these things are happening, man, in our lifetime. So let me go, because I had it saved. Here you go. And this is the Daily Mail. All right, science, secret Pentagon study hints at reincarnation being real after finding consciousness never dies. All right, this was on the 6th of December. It says a study conducted by U.S. Army intelligence has suggested that reincarnation is real because consciousness never dies. And we've been saying that through the spirit and through the holy scriptures, man. All right, that consciousness never dies. The fuck? This nigga weird. That consciousness never dies. All right, your spirit always comes back and repeats its cycle, man. Roughly paraphrasing. Okay. All right, going into it says consciousness is energy, and energy cannot be destroyed. Let that be known. They teach you that in the science classes, man. It says consciousness is the energy and it exists outside of our understanding of reality. All right, and energy never dies. And you can read this yourself, going into the article. And there's also mystery of bizarre drones over New Jersey deepens with new UFO footage. All right. Says many of the cases involve children under the age of 5 who claim to remember memories of previous lives they claim to have lived. While the kids, Honeycomb continued in her post, it seems they're the only ones most easily remember their past lives because they're still, fresh coming out of the spirit realm. That's why, in contrary belief, that, babies, when they come out, they really speak, some form of Hebrew because of the alphabet characters that they use. It always, with ma, da, ba, baba, shit like that, man. People know how babies be talking, all right, when they first come out the womb trying to, say or utter a word. Okay. It's a lot here. Raining right now. I'm trying not to get the phone wet. Already fucked up. But nonetheless, man. Now, hey, they doing studies, which they been knew about these things, just like they knew about UFOs, UAPs. All right. But it's just more and more evident through the scriptures that we can filter them, that the scriptures are faithful and true, according to 2nd Ezra. All right, the 15th chapter. This is Psalm 64, verse 1. Hear my voice, O power. In my prayer, preserve my life from the fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. And that's Esau, Edom. All right, starting off matter of fact, prime example, Vocab Malone. All right, Vocab Malone, who comes crouching himself like a lion. All right, come with those smooth, buttery words. But war is in his heart. Evil and swords being drawn, ready to come against the children of Israel, man. Roughly paraphrasing. And that's basically what Vocab is doing. All right. But he's doing it by the way of those secret counselors, man. The elites, the 1%ers, the ones that who he truly works for and take orders from. The small hatters, because most likely through the spirit, that nigga is a small hatter, man. Vocab Malone, he damn sure ain't, shitting me. Like I said, me growing up, I never trusted a white man that just always talk so goddamn smooth, want to be friends with you. Even the ones that get butthurt about racism and slavery. Motherfucker, it happened. Oh, I feel bad my people did it. No, you don't. Because if that was you back in your past lives, you still would have participated in the destruction of Jerusalem. These devils not getting off the hook, man. They're not fucking slick. They love to try to play that slick bullshit role, but that's not what it is. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is raising up a standard. All right. This truth has reached unto the gates of the nobles. All right. So no more we're going to stay upon this devil and his philosophies, his ways of life. We're going to lean upon Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah to the best of our ability. All right, our true power. Verse 4, they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. They encourage themselves in the evil matter. They commune, Salakia, of laying snares privately. They say, who shall see them? All right. Same devils that say we can make the Most High as mad as, it's possible. Same ones that say, we can make our own rain. Putting their trust in science, not knowing Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is the reason why science exists. All right, which science means to know or knowledge or to have knowledge. All right, and that's all those scientists are, witches on the left hand side, conjuring up by the way of Satan their miracles. All right, that's why you have, the heart machine. All right, you got weather modifications. All right, you got super soldier suits. People don't believe that shit, but it's damn so true. Exoskeleton. They show it all in the movies. Plagues. They have been given that blessing of that great sword, and that's Esau Edom. So continuing on. Verse 6, they search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them, and the heart is deep. All right, the heart is deep in wickedness and in finding out what can really destroy Jerusalem and what can help them further their enterprise. All right, further the destruction of the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. That's why you have Psalms, the 83rd chapter, with these devils going to meetings and councils, the WEFs, all right, the summits are in these different areas across the world that you Israelites are not obligated to be a part of, man. They made sure of that, and they put all other heathens in there to, further their plans to oppress Israel. All right. But no more, because that's how Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is in control of all things. And his truth is being brought forth. And I'm going to continue on. Verse 7. But the Most High shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded. So they shall make their own tongue fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. And the Lord is making sure that these devils are exposing themselves, man. But it always starts off with the prophets. That's why, brothers did videos before about Donald Trump, talk about the prophets of doom. All right, different quotes from I think Sir Isaac Newton, different political members dealing with the prophets of doom, roughly paraphrasing. That's how this truth is coming out. Because all before this type of information was forbidden. All right, and it wasn't open to the public eye. But now that knowledge is increasing, pursuing the Daniel, the 12th chapter, and we are at the end. And these prophets are going to be coming back in their lots at the end, fulfilling prophecies. The prophets are subject unto the prophets. And then ultimately the end is going to come. Lord Yahweh Shai is going to destroy Babylon, the great America, and rescue the elect of his chosen people, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. All right, it's just that simple. And if you have a problem with that, the Lord is going to deal with you accordingly, and you're going to be judged and put to death. It's just that simple. All right. And you people are going to know when all hell breaks loose, when death and destruction comes upon Babylon the Great, you're going to know a higher power divine these things to happen. And you're also going to know that a prophet been telling you the entire time in your every local major city. Isaiah 47, verse 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldees, but there shall no more be called tender and delicate. Take the millstone and grind meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Slack it. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. A shameful spewing is being upon thy glory, because the Lord is letting you expose yourselves, man. And also exposing you by the way of the prophets. All right, because this truth has reached into the gates of the nobles. And the Lord is not going to meet thee as a man. He's going to come back in that, that God-like force to conquer these nations and conquer the whole planet Earth. That's how the Lord is coming back, man. Okay. But yeah, man, this truth is being exposed on all levels. Praying that this video was edifying through the Spirit. So I'm going to close out by saying, Ka'alayim La Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone that teach us this truth. All right, peace, love, and blessings to the elect scattered abroad around the four corners of the earth, mainly in Babylon the Great. Until next time, I say shalom. Next video lesson, shalom, shalom.